Okay guys, let's talk refrigeration today. And let's talk refrigeration out here, off-grid, low budget, not a bunch of AGM batteries, not a bunch of solar panels all over the roof. We're talking simple boxes of power tied into simple solar in a way that can go and go and go. Now this is all theoretical, or it was when I got into this. We've done tests today. We've done tests in the future that will be in this video coming back around. We're going to test all of my ideas in the sun, in the shade, in the rain before selling this idea to you. So last week we went out and it was complete sun, so definitely unseasonable for Alaska. We took out the Rockpal's generator at full power, meaning 12.6 volts. And what we found was this thing hasn't dropped like at all. We're still at 12.6 volts, which means it's completely full, in sun or out of sun. So now there's been no sun hitting these panels directly for the past 5.5, 6 hours now. The 100-watt solar panels basically powered the entire fridge out here the whole time we were here. A Rockpal solar generator at full charge is 12.6 volts. Out here with the solar panels hooked up to it, there was no drop at all. Now at first we thought it was because we were out here in full sun. I mean, it was like one of the sunniest days in Alaska. Comfy?
Yeah. Aww. Father and son going boating.
How's it going? But then come evening, and where we're at right now, now the panel is in indirect sun. It's been in indirect sun for 5 hours now, 4.5 hours now, and it is still at 12.6 volts, meaning all of the power being consumed by the refrigerator is coming straight from the solar panel. Basically, you could bypass the solar portable generator if you didn't need it for converting the power over. So there's our campsite. We've messed it up pretty good. I'm just gonna go and clean up these dishes quick before talking with you guys. And May and East and Rye, they're asleep here in the teardrop. And as you can tell, we had a great day out here. I mean, it is gorgeous. So it's midnight and the solar panels just stopped charging the portable solar generator. And I don't know why, because there's been ambient light all night. But now this is, I guess, the point, the threshold where it says no more. So there's a little sun back that way, right? But so now it does its own work for the rest of the night till morning, the solar portable generator. So we'll see how that goes. Being kicked out into the clam tent. I've had worse. Oh, this is great. This is my bed for the night. Got the freezer over here, little portable generator. Before bed, I threw the refrigerator in the vehicle, and then one last lazy paddle to end the night. So the next test was waiting it out here in Alaska for a gloomy day. We wanted to see if just a little bit of sun that you're getting into those 100-watt solar panels was enough to power the little refrigerator. Because if it is, this is huge, you guys. What this means is you can purchase the smallest, most affordable portable solar generator. You can continue to keep this refrigerator going indefinitely out here. So this right here is the IceCo Go 20. And why this little guy is loved by so many people, it is one of the smallest little refrigerators that also serves as a freezer. I'm gonna just share with you guys really quick the features I love about this fridge. There's a lot of features, but for us, the main one was that it only consumes 27 watts. And that's 27 watts when the compressor's on. So most of the time it's barely consuming any energy. And then for us, it's pumping watts in about every 5 minutes as the compressor sets in. It has a mode where it cools really quickly that uses 45 watts, but you don't use that very often, about the first 5 minutes, and then your food's to temp. There's just a lot of thought into this. They give you all the things you really need. So right out of the box, it has the AC adapter so you can plug it into your home. That way you can get the temperature down right and everything where it needs to be. Then when you get to your car, they have an extension for the DC port. So you can actually run it all the way to the front of your vehicle, but have your fridge in the back, which is usually an afterthought for most manufacturers. And it also has all these little features that like people love. Like look at this lid. Yes, doesn't that feel good? You guys can't see this because it's nighttime here, but there's like little flecks of sparkles in the paint and just little details. I mean, look at the panel here. So we're set for 41 degrees today, so it's up to 42 here. 41 seems to be the setting they recommend for drinks, water. Juice is 46 to 50, fruit, vegetables. This thing's pretty darn neat, guys. Okay. It has a QR code here because it has an app that runs it off your phone. Not something we're really into, but it is kind of neat to see because it'll tell you how much percentage you have left on your car battery or even your solar portable generator. So what sets this one apart for most people who purchase this from the other brands is that this is a 3-in-1 style cooler. So it has dual zones inside of it that can be partially freezer, partially refrigerator, or you can remove the zone and then it's all refrigerator or all freezer based on your choice.
This is Mama Meku to Littlefoot.
Littlefoot to Mama Meku. I'm in the woods. Over and out, Mama Meku.
Love you, Littlefoot.
So we've been wanting to get a pair of walkie-talkies. Long Honeymoon kind of convinced us it's really good for backing up a small camper trailer. Well, really a larger camper trailer. So we are looking for something that is just like literally fits in the palm of your hand. We had a company reach out to us and actually give us these, and it's kind of funny because we told them what we were going to use it for backing up and kind of safety with trailer reversing, and they were like, oh no, we just sent you those so you can give them to your boy. So cute, just let them play in the woods. So we thought that was pretty good. That's really sweet of them. These are just walkie-talkies, they're called. They call them a walkie-talkie for adults. Very small radius, I think it's like a ½ mile, but that's all you need in a campground setting. These are the cheapest, most affordable walkie-talkies we could find on Amazon. The build quality is what you'd expect for the price. It's just all plastic. Not even any like rubber seals really for weather. Yes, the buttons are rubber, but it's just like a light plastic. But for the price, you can't go wrong with something like this. And this fits right in our cup holders. Easy to just kind of store away.
These came in a pack of 3. We found it kind of odd. We didn't know what to do with the extra radio, but we quickly found that the extra one works great when East has a buddy with him. They can kind of run around and talk to each other with it while we sit back at camp listening to their conversation, or you can chime in. It's really cool for them to just play with each other. The batteries in these radios are swappable. If you left one on and it ran out, you can just take one from another radio.
Thank you
Oh, that's so nice.
for giving me the walkie-talkie. That was so nice.
Wasn't it nice of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so now after doing this for 2 weeks, the results are really interesting. So what we were wondering was, is this solar generator, the 100-watt from Rock Pals, actually powering this solar portable generator more than this is actually consuming? And we couldn't know because we were topped off. So this week we brought this out here at about 11.2 volts, and it was interesting because our conditions changed a ton, which is what we wanted. We really wanted some rain, we wanted some clouds. Yesterday we had both that. We had no direct sunlight, partial sun the entire day, clouds and rain. During that, the same thing happened, which was interesting. So it came in here at 11.2 volts and it left at 11.2 volts. So all day long, this thing maintained the charge in the solar portable generator, meaning the 100-watt solar panel powered just the right amount needed for this fridge. So then today we went and did the test again, and I plugged everything in. So I'm running the fridge, I'm running multiple phones, I'm running my camera battery, and now we have a ton of sun And the same thing's happening. It came in at 11.6 volts and it is staying at 11.6 volts. So I don't know if that's a feature of the panel that when it's running things, it just maintains and doesn't overcharge. But either way, these results are amazing. In sun, in partial sun, in cloudy weather and rain, the 100-watt solar panel is maintaining this refrigerator and every other little product we're using, and we're not losing any power. So basically, this is a continual draw that we could do out here for weeks on end if we weren't completely socked in. So I'm gonna keep testing this, but this is pretty good news for all of us. To me, in this scenario anyways, what it means is I don't think you need to buy a large 1,000-watt solar portable generator to power a small fridge and small appliances out here. What we found is that you really need a solar portable generator that has an MPPT controller so that you can get good power in low light, in clouds, rainy situations. But you also need a solar portable generator that charges quickly. Now this one charges 50% faster than its competitors. And at that draw from the sun here, it's maintaining this fridge and maintaining our phones and batteries and all that. Where if you have another solar portable generator, you don't actually have enough time in the day to get enough sun to bring it back up to full charge or to maintain. Now on the flip side of this, if you want to run this refrigerator by itself and you don't want to run it off of solar, I don't think Rockpals would be the way to go because this power supply is not regulated. Meaning after this hits about 50% power, this thing's going to get an error on it, the refrigerator, and turn off because it's not pumping full volts. So let's say this wants 27 watts. At 50% power, this may only give it 18, and it's gonna say no way and shut off. So that's where something like a Jackery's would be good because their power is regulated. But a Jackery is not gonna have the ability to take the sun's energy and convert it as quick as this. And so if you want a budget setup, I would say get something low like this, low in terms of cost, and maybe put more of the money into the solar. So this 100-watt solar panel gives us all the energy we need. If you had 2 of these and running these in parallel, I think you're gonna get everything you need here. Now, I shouldn't say everything because every scenario is different. So right now we're in 60 degrees Pacific Northwest type weather. So this Danfoss compressor in this, it's popping on about every 5 minutes. Now if you were in Arizona, let's say, and it's 100, 110 degrees, I'm guessing this compressor is going to be on most of the day. So probably cut the time of this in half. But I think for most of us who are on the western side of the states, I think this is going to be a good setup for you. Look at the sun we are getting on that solar panel today. That is full on sun. So the feature I thought was most gimmicky when I first got this was the USB ports. They are tucked away in here. So can you guys see that red dot in there? That's the power source, showing the power is coming here from the solar panel. Sorry, all blown out. There are 3 USB ports in here that you can use. Right now I have both phones in. We got an iPhone in and an Android in. This house is split between their Androids and iPhones. But it's so cool because I can take these things inside. If the bears are around or if we're leaving, take the fridge in, the generator in, but still leave this solar panel out here and charge anything that is ran off a USB. So one thing we didn't even think about, this is a campsite that doesn't allow coolers outside because of bears. And that's an issue when we're trying to run the cooler off of solar. That means the cooler either needs to go in our tow vehicle or the small camper here. And because of that now, the solar panel can only go as far away as the length of your cord to your refrigerator. Now the advantage we have with this IceCo is they actually send a really long DC extension cord for your fridge. But again, that still has limits. And what we find out here, especially in a campsite like this with a lot of coverage, sometimes you have to go almost 50 yards to find the good light, especially on a cloudy day. So you're limited in this situation. Another thing we didn't think about when coming out here is bring yourself an extension cord, a long one, if you want to power many things away from your solar panel. So our goal was to power our entire trailer off of this Rockpals 280 watt solar generator. Well, to do that and still be charging out here in the sun, we need an extension cord to go to our shore power, because then out here we had the refrigerator running as well. So just something to think about. We didn't. We actually brought a little extension cord, but it would have been nicer to bring a bigger one. So this refrigerator a few years ago was really popular because they came out with a Kickstarter campaign, and it was on Indiegogo. Is that how you say it? Indigo? I don't know these things. But they wanted to make a fridge that was dual zone, and they did it. And so the people who poured into Indiegogo and Kickstarter got a huge discount on this. When it came out, I think it was like $6.99. But everybody who put in early got it for like $250, $299. Same thing's happening right now with their new creative solution. So the refrigerator that they're working on, it is a 2-in-1. It works just like this in that it has power, but if you ran out of power out there, it converts into a regular cooler that keeps your ice cold just like a Yeti cooler would. So it's a pretty neat thing for people who don't want to bring two styles of coolers, especially you boondockers. If you're out there and you're having cloudy, rainy days on end and your solar runs out, it's as simple as picking up a bag of ice, throwing it into this new cooler, and it's going to stay out there. I've been researching it, watching reviews. The only thing that's a little different to me is that they're not putting that Dan Frost compressor in there. It's kind of, I don't know if it's a no-name compressor, but it's a little different. But I've heard that's to keep the cost down so it's affordable to all of you. I'm not sure if the Indiegogo campaign is still going or if the Kickstarter's going, because we've been out here testing this for way longer than we wanted to, multiple weeks to get the right weather. But if you guys get on there now, same thing, you're gonna get a big discount by buying it and helping them before getting it after it comes out.